So, are you ready to roller jam?
Massive hits, bitter rivalries, banked track booty. It's the Demolition Derby 2000. First, speed freaks unite in the men and women's speed challenge. Then, quad father Mark D'Amato squares up with the Riot's Ray Robles for the right to wear quad skates.
Robles, that overgrown pinata, thinks he can beat the quad father. He's got nachos for brains.
The night's climax promises to be revealing, but who knows what will take place in the evening gown strip-off.
Lindsay, the idea behind the evening gown competition is to leave your clothes on. I know how difficult that can be for you at times.
And all the stars brave the track for the ultimate Demolition Derby. But who will survive this anything goes event?
Oh, God, yes. Over the years, I have participated in many forms of Demolition Derby. My favorite being the Rhino Rumpus in Botswana, where, I might add, I finished first.
It's the Demolition Derby 2000, next on Roller Jam. You're looking down on Orlando, Florida, and Universal Studios. That's the location for the World Skating League and Roller Jam Arena tonight. We're happy and proud to present to you Demolition Derby 2000, not to mention the Jam Girls. We always get this thing going in the right way, don't we? I'm Rory Marcus along with Lee Hawk Rearman. Tonight is a very, very special broadcast, and we're happy you're with us tonight because you, the fans, voted for some of these skaters you'll see tonight in Demolition Derby 2000. Tonight, we'll get a chance to find out who the fastest skater is, both men and women in the World Skating League. And we will have what is known as an evening gown strip-off. You can let your imagination run wild on that one. Go ahead. What?
My imagination's running wild. But absolutely, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this was finally your chance online at www.rollerjam.com to make your picks for the last couple of weeks. You have spoken, and we're delivering. You're absolutely right. I don't know if I can imagine any more, but that evening gown competition and the fastest jammers is something we're going to blow you away.
Yeah, you're not kidding. And what about the quad challenge? How about Ray Robles and Mark D'Amato finding out who is the best quad skater in this league? We have a lot to find out tonight. It's going to be great to see. We're happy you're with us. Let's get things rolling right away and find out who the fastest woman on skates is. My money's on her, and I've got a lot of money on her, baby. That's Amy Craig, and she can fly on those skates.
Well, one of the things that's really going to play out here is not only the speed, but when you get these ladies on the track together like Leather Gunnin, Amy Craig, these guys are going to have to be able to pack a wallop, especially at the beginning as they break free, because you need power to start, you need speed to finish, and nobody has power and speed like Shay Brown.
This is like the NBA All-Star Weekend. It's like Major League Baseball's All-Star Weekend. It's a home run hitting contest, a slam dunk contest, and a three-point shooting match all in one here tonight, and you fans voted for who you wanted to see. Here comes Jaime Conemac.
Well, I don't know if Jaime Conemac, how she's going to fare against these other, I guess, physical specimens, but you know what? Never count this girl out. If nothing else, she'll bring out her laptop and do a little chitty chat to intimidate some of them. And the Golden Girl emerges to the hometown Florida crowd.
Yes, you talk about physical specimens and how they're going to fare. She's faring pretty well tonight. Lindsay Francis of the Sundogs will be involved in this fastest woman on skates speed race, match race. I love match races. I think it's the most exciting play in the game. It's like a penalty shot in hockey. You wait and wait for it, and when it happens, it's even better than you thought it would be. So there they are, the contestants, the combatants. Shay Brown, Leather Gunnin, Lindsay Francis, Jaime Conemac, and the one I consider to be the favorite, Amy Craig. Broadway, Danny Wolf is in the infield with more. Broadway?
All right, thank you, Rory. Yes, the first match race tonight. 5 of the fastest female skaters in Roller Jam. 7 laps. Whoever crosses the finish line first is the world's fastest skater in Roller Jam. Good luck, girls.
Lindsay Francis skating around, kind of loosening up. They want to get as loose as they can for this thing because it's speed that counts in this particular match race. Look at Amy Craig. Could anybody be more casual and confident, maybe even overconfident? But she has reason to be. It's like there are rockets on those skates. And there they go, all except Amy Craig, that is. 4 of them leave the finish line, and now she sees they have about a half-lap lead and says, all right, I'm going to go ahead and go. And Conemac jumps out to that early lead.
Well, Amy Craig's doing one of two things. Number one is she's just being arrogant to let the other ones break out there and show how fast she is. But number 2, Rory, it might be strategy to let them pound on each other a little bit and then sneak up behind them and clean up once everybody else is beaten.
She's not far behind that pack now, though, is she? Like a great closer, here she comes from the back of the pack, and now there's not much separating her and the other 4 skaters. Francis Conemac, Gunnin, and Brown all pretty close together. And up on top of the track, she goes by effortlessly. Amy Craig zips by, and I'll tell you what, she's opened up a huge lead already. What a great speed skating style she has.
And her ploy seems to have worked, Rory. She was able to kind of sit and relax, similar to what a trackster does when they draft a little bit in a longer race. The other 4 girls beat on each other. Amy Craig came around on the turn, took the high road, took the lead, and now she's just blazing a trail to victory.
The only one that's even staying close is Shay Brown, who is now a clear-cut second, but I mean second. Everybody else is obviously second to Amy Craig, and there goes Leather Gunnin laboring in last. Without the love slave here, she's not what she was before. But congratulations to Amy Craig, the fastest woman on skates. And look at her give a little 3 count before she even started. The crowd's watching her thinking, what is this girl doing? But she knew exactly what she was doing as Amy Craig breezes to victory as the fastest woman on skates.
And a thumbs up all around. Amy Craig, the woman of the hour.
The fastest men coming up next. I don't know who to make the favorite in this one.
Amy Craig.
If she were in it, definitely she would be. So we'll see who comes out for the fastest man on skates. Well, you knew he'd be there, right? And I bet you Mo Sanders is in this thing, too. That's Jason McDaniel of the Nevada Hot Dice. He's as quick as they come.
Last time we saw these 2 guys, you just mentioned it, Mo Sanders, there he is. Jason McDaniel. They had a young lady in between them, that being Jason McDaniel's sister, and apparently Mo Sanders' girlfriend. That's what do they say, nothing thicker than blood and water or family and friends or
that's what they say, all right. Here comes Eric Slopey of the California Quakes. He almost ran right into the cameraman. Well, you know what John Wooden said, be quick, but don't be in a hurry. Slopey gets into that infield. And now, there he is, Scott Smith, the former Lord Scott Patterson. I never really thought of him as lightning fast out there.
Well, he's facing deportation. He's been doing a lot of running lately, but it's been from the INS. Let's see if he can either have a little bit left or maybe had to train a little bit to get ready for this. Oh, no, you have spoken, people. What are you doing to us?
The fans voted. There's nothing we can do about it. Obviously, in a flat track speed race, this guy wouldn't win, but he's pounding his elbows and he's saying there's more than one way to win a race. The Big Nasty, Tim Washington of the Enforcer.
Now, Rory, it might be funny and it might look a little ironic that Big Nasty, the most powerful guy out there, is going in a speed race, but if he can stay ahead of guys like Slopey and these guys, he can pound on them for 7 laps. He can win it.
We'll find out who wins it. The fastest man on skates when we come back. We're about to find out who the fastest man on skates is here in Demolition Derby 2000. If it turns out to be Tim Washington, I'm going to file a protest. And Broadway Danny Wolf is in the infield right next to the Big Nasty. Broadway?
All right, thank you, Rory. Now we're ready for the men's fastest speed challenge. Who's the fastest male skater in the WSL? The fans voted 7 laps again. And I got to say, usually when you let fans vote, you get some strange results, and maybe none strange stranger tonight than Big Nasty getting selected from the Enforcers to represent them as the fastest. You have jammed a few times in your life.
That's right, David. Big Nasty has won a lot of games for the Enforcers. And Skinny Minnie and the Miniacs right here ain't gonna beat me tonight, okay?
Well, he says Skinny Minnie and the Miniacs aren't gonna beat him. What do you think, Rory?
Well, he has a point, but he's going to have to catch him first. Where's Brian Gallagher? He would have been a better pick than Washington, but here we go. And Washington immediately dropped to the back of the pack. You know what? He's not even going to bother chasing him. He's just going to stand there like a roadblock and wait for the four guys to come to him.
Well, maybe he's using the Amy Craig strategy. Or maybe not. Oh! Not.
I don't believe that's the Craig strategy. That's the Big Nasty Tim Washington strategy. He knocked down all four jammers.
Well, this is exactly what I mentioned at the top, Rory. Tim Washington deceptively isn't going to beat anybody in a speed race. But when you're going mano-a-mano or four mano on one Big Nasty, this might be the result that he's the man to beat right now.
Guess who's ahead? Washington, like a stroll in the park, says there's 2 laps. There's 2 out of the 7. The other guys haven't even completed 1. And he's waiting for it right at that line. He knocks McDaniel, Slopey, Sanders, and Smith all down at once. Washington went down that time too, and now he's mad. And Scott Smith doesn't want to wait around and see what he's mad about. He's going to quit. Smith leaves the track, and Washington goes after him. That leaves things open for one of 3 guys to win the fastest man on skates title. McDaniel gets knocked down. It's Slopey and Mo Sanders leading it right now. Mo Sanders of the Riot, Eric Slopey of the Quake. Sanders goes down, McDaniel catches from behind, and Jason McDaniel all of a sudden has turned on the Jets.
There's 2 left, Roy. 2 laps to go, and these guys are all just running on adrenaline and sheer determination.
I wonder if Scott Smith's still alive. Sanders and Slopey collide. McDaniel's going to try and pass him from behind. This is the last lap. He sneaks by under the track, and Jason McDaniel goes low on the track and gets through on the inside to win it. Wow. Jason McDaniel wins the fastest man on skates title.
Congratulations, Jason. I guess you are the fastest skater in the league. You were one of the favorites. How'd it feel out there? And talk about the beginning with the Big Nasty.
Big Nasty went out there. I don't think he had any business on the track with us jammers, but give us a little run for him right there, going backwards on the track. I just want to thank everybody that came out here. Hunters!
Remember, Jason, you're in the men's rumble, the 17-man rumble coming up later. We'll see if he can complete the daily double. Oh, there goes Big Nasty and Scott Smith again. Back to you, Rory.
Don't these people see what's going on? Scott Smith, like a scared cat, is still running from the Big Nasty. The evening gown strip-off is coming up next. Now, we've been waiting for this one. So let's meet them right now. And the first one out in an evening gown is Stacey Blitsch. You remember what happened last time there were women in evening gowns down in the infield, don't you?
That's right. We were in Las Vegas, and it turned into bedlam. There wasn't much of an evening gown left on anybody. Hopefully we'll have a repeat performance of that night, Rory.
Denise Loden, resplendent in her black outfit, which she shows a little leg to the paying customers. That's nice of her, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, a little garter belt action. A couple of the wives just covered their husbands' eyes. And this is going to be quite a match race, I'll tell you. Shay Brown comes down in white. She looks absolutely stunning. They all do, let's face it. And Amy Craig, who should have no trouble outracing the others, and she's dressed up in red.
And she won the fastest jammer competition fairly easily, Rory. A lot of times if you have to do it twice, you run the risk of either being beaten up. I think she might just be warmed up.
Well, she looks good enough to take downtown, doesn't she? Here comes Lindsay Francis. Lindsay in a little orange ensemble. We'll find out after this commercial break who wins the evening gown strip-off and who has the most clothes left at the end. It's kind of one and the same, actually. We'll be right back.
All right, fans, if you have a pulse, if blood runs through your veins, you are going to love what you're about to see. 5 laps, the evening gown strip-off competition. The rules are pretty simple. The girls will skate 5 laps. When they are finished with their 5th lap, they will come into the infield. The winner is the one who's wearing the most after 5 laps, which means there's going to be a lot of clothes being pulled off during this evening gown strip-off. We got Lindsay Francis, Amy Craig, Stacey Blitsch, Shay Brown, and of course Denise Loden of the Riot. And this promises to be one of the most exciting 5-lap. All right, Scott Smith, we see you coming onto the track with some flowers. Wait, I don't think you're one of the competitors in this, Scott Smith. What are you doing out here with the flowers?
See, Danny, it's taken me a long time to find a woman of such caliber, but I've decided that this evening there are to be no more secrets in the WSL. Lindsay Francis, will you marry me?
I don't know what to say. Yes, thank you.
This is unbelievable. He's got a diamond ring. Look at Scott taking the ring out, a beautiful diamond ring. Shay Brown giving Lindsay a hug.
Oh my God, I don't know what to say. Yes, Scott. Yes.
You know, you have to wonder right now whether or not Scott Smith is doing this to avoid deportation.
To Lindsay Francis, she accepted. Unbelievable surprise here right before the evening gown strip-off. Rory and Hawk, can you believe this?
No, I can't.
I guess she's Lindsay Smith.
Not yet, thank God. I wonder which funeral he went to pick those up off the ground. Well, here we go. This is right up your alley, Lee.
Oh, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen. He asked if we had a pulse. I just pulsed all over myself.
They're still going to knock each other around. One of their goals is to take off the clothes.
Good for them.
Whoever has the most on at the end wins. After 5 laps, they'll go into the penalty box area and see who's wearing the most clothes. Certainly sounds like a good premise to me.
Absolutely, isn't it? Oh, what's she doing? Stacey Blitsch takes down the whole crew a la Tim Washington.
Yeah, but she didn't get Shay Brown, and Brown is skating around pretty much unbothered. Oh, look at what Denise Loden has on, or doesn't have on. Craig and Lindsay Francis. I had a dream like this once. When I first got this job, I thought maybe that's what will happen, and now look.
This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. I'll say it again.
A lot of different colors out there. I see Amy Craig looks mighty nice in red. I have no idea how many laps are left.
Who cares? Let them go all day.
Stacey Blitsch trying to keep her top on. There's Denise. I don't think she's winning at the moment if the object is to have the most clothes on. Shay Brown streaking around the track. This is setting new records for lack of uniform, I'll tell you.
Well, Shay Brown's putting some back on. That's got to be against the rules, at least in my book.
She's more intent on winning this thing than the others seem to be.
They're going the wrong way.
Doesn't matter. Now Sean Corbett says, no, wait, you can't go that way. So Loden turns around and says, all right, I'll go the other way then.
So how many laps have they made? I'm not sure if they're on 4 or 5, right?
I don't know. I have no idea. Amy Craig and Denise Loden, they're teammates, and they're holding each other's hands as they cross the line. Francis and Blitsch are still battling each other. Stacey Blitsch gets into that infield and grabs those flowers and hits Lindsay Francis over the head foot. That must really hurt to get hit over the head with flowers.
Let's go. Get in the box.
Well, now they'll all go into that little pen, and we'll see who has on the most clothes.
Can I go?
Yeah. You can watch from here. If glitter counts, Amy Craig wins. Who gets to actually decide who's wearing what? Well, Broadway Danny Wolf is going to take a closer look. Broadway, this is the greatest moment of your career.
You know what? You're right. I love this job. Right now, Very close. Shay, get in here. You all finished your 5 laps. Most of you are not wearing too much right now. I guess we're going to have to go to the crowd, and we're going to ask you, who do you think won? We're going to go by each girl here. First of all, you see what they're all not wearing right now. But by applause, remember, the winner is who is left with the most clothing. So let's be honest here. How many of you think Denise Loden won? That little move there with the butt didn't persuade the crowd too much. Hey, how many of you think Lindsay Francis won? All right, how about Stacey Blitsch? Okay, let's go. How many of you think Amy Craig was the winner? And last but not least, how many think Shay Brown won? You know what, folks? That's it, the winner of the evening gown strip off, Shay Brown of the Hot Dice. Congratulations, Shay.
Thank you.
Well, you have the most clothes on. I'm sure you're very proud. Denise Loden, right now you're asking for mic time.
Yeah, I think, Danny, once and for all, that this race proved that not only are the women of the WSL strong and beautiful, but we got class, too.
Oh, yeah, you got a lot of class. I'm roaring up, a lot of class. Back to you guys.
Well, there's no question about that. That's just what I was thinking. What a classy event.
That's what we're all about here at the World Skating and Roller Jam is class, especially me, Lee the Hawk Rearman.
Something Shay Brown can tell her grandchildren about. The quad race is coming up next. How can we top this? Stay with us and find out. We're back at Roller Jam Arena for more Demolition Derby 2000. Hope you've enjoyed it so far, everybody, and how could you not? Up next, the quad race. It's the Quad Challenge featuring Robles. And, of course, he'll be going against the quad father himself, Mark D'Amato.
I hope Mark D'Amato doesn't come out here in that love slave outfit that apparently he had on the night that Sean Atkinson was run over. A lot of news for the World Skating League off the track. But these two old-timers with their quads on, this should be something else. This is like almost like a seniors tour of sorts.
This should be quite an event because these two guys are both very proud skaters and proud of the fact that they wear quads. Let's go down now for a comment from the man who's just had the epitome of his career, Broadway Danny Wolf.
All right, thank you. And right now we're ready for the big quad challenge. The fans have asked to get our 2 traditional quad skates. You see them. They want these 2 guys, Ray Robles of the Riot and Mark D'Amato, to skate against each other to see who is the true quad father of the league. It's going to be 3 laps. And
Listen, I'll tell the rules around here. These are my rules. Robles, listen up. I have kicked your ass so many times for so many years, I'm getting bored of the whole thing. So I'll tell you what. Listen up. Let's make this interesting. The loser of this race has to switch to inlines for the rest of the season.
Let me have that mic. You know what, Mark? I've been waiting for this for many, many years. We've skated together for many years, and I know I can whip your butt. So you know what? I accept the match race because I know I'm going to whip your ass.
Wow. Well, whoever loses is going to have to take off the quads, and D'Amato better hope he wins because I doubt very seriously he could stay up on inlines.
Neither one of these guys are very comfortable in anything other than those quads, Rory. I don't know. That just made this race interesting, I think. It was going to be interesting anyway, but now it's really interesting because now it affects the rest of the season and the Bounders Cup playoffs.
The races have been 7 laps or 5 laps, but we don't want to kill these 2 guys, so it's 3 laps.
Here we go.
Look at those skates. And there they go. Such as it is. D'Amato and Robles are both on their backs 15 feet from the starting line. It's 3 laps. Loser loses the quad.
Whoa!
Boy, Ray knocked D'Amato down, but he got hurt in the process. Now D'Amato grabs Robles and throws that patented left hand into the back. One thing about these older guys. They're used to these match races where you wait and try to inflict damage rather than just go for that finish line. That's D'Amato's idea. And they both go down again with one lap in the books. Oh, Robles got a good shot in. And another one into the back of D'Amato. And he's going to give him another shot with the quad skate. Boy, he's working him over.
Well, D'Amato, you would have thought he had the lead. He would have taken off and finished up. He's usually smarter than that, but he gave Robles a chance. Robles took advantage, and now here comes the quad father. A little bit of payback.
Boy, he's coming back big time, and these two veterans are battling each other every inch of the way across this track. Boy, D'Amato has a left hand that's wicked. Oh, speaking of wicked, what's he going to do with that trash can as though we didn't know? That's almost knocked Robles out. In fact, it may have. Now D'Amato staggers along the top of the rail.
He's sucking wind. He's really beaten. And Robles somehow is finding some energy to still keep coming, Roy.
Oh, Robles is tough. He's one of the toughest players ever to skate. In roller derby, roller games, roller jam, whatever you want. And now they've completed 2 laps and they're still dead even. Oh, that's hurting Robles almost as much as it is D'Amato. Ooh, that didn't. That definitely hurt D'Amato.
Oh, no.
Oh, skates into the stomach, into the forearm. The tougher it gets, the more the crowd loves it.
This has turned into a war. And Robles just lost that battle.
Oh, man. That feels worse than chili powder in your eyes. And now they have about half a lap to go. D'Amato is staggering toward that finish line. If he can get there. Robles sent him down face first. But Robles is completely 100% exhausted.
They're both exhausted. I don't know what's holding these guys up. I think screaming and yelling by the crowd is all they got left is energy, Roy.
Pride, tremendous pride in what they've done for so many years at the top level. And now, about 15 yards from the finish line.
They can smell it. Oh!
One more left hand to the face by D'Amato. He could have won it right there, but he chose not to. He wants to pull Robles' skates off.
Oh, no.
He did, and he's going to give him a beating with it.
We went from the gutter down through the drain into the sewer.
Oh, no. When is enough enough? Look out, Ray Robles. D'Amato still. Now, maybe he'll go to that finish line. Nope. He's a tease. He's going to come back for more. Ooh, right into the face. Robles will never want to see another quad skate in his life. And this time, D'Amato cracks through the tape and wins the quad challenge, while Robles lays in the infield with a metal bench across his body.
And not only did he lose the race and lose bragging rights, but now he's got to wear inlines for the rest of the season, which means the Batters Cup playoffs where Ray Robles beaten in many more ways than just one.
That's right. He could really struggle. The Women's Demolition Derby. You're not going to believe that. It's coming up next. The Women's Demolition Derby coming up next. Jaime Conemac, obviously, will be part of that. Oh, here's somebody we haven't seen yet tonight. Big Jannet Abraham of the Florida Sundogs. And, once again, Amy Craig. Amy Craig could be in just about every event we have on this track. She could skate around alone and I'd watch.
I think she ought to do play-by-play for a game, and I'll just sit here and just hold her hand through it, Rory. We'll give you a break.
Yeah, thanks a lot, pal. Now, what's going to happen here? 3 skaters are starting on the line. And a new skater will come in every 20 seconds. With more on that, here's Broadway Danny Wolf.
All right, thank you, Roy. That's right. 3 of the roughest and toughest women here in the World Skating League will start off. And then every 20 seconds, you are right, a different mystery skater will join in. You are eliminated if your body entirely goes into the infield or you're knocked over the top rail onto the floor. That's how you're eliminated. The winner is the last girl standing.
Sounds simple enough.
Here we go.
These three started, but remember, every 20 seconds, somebody else will be coming down that ramp onto the track. So let's see if these three can last 20 seconds. Abraham is having her hair pulled. It looks like Craig and Conemac decided for the good of each other, they'd gang up on Jannet. Did they get her to that infield? Yes, they sure did. Conemac kept the skate on the track. That's good. If her body had gone entirely into the infield, she would have been out. So we have two left, and joining the fray now, Weintraub. So we'll pretty much have three on the track at all times. Abraham is out. Weintraub, Craig, and Conemac are the ones going down. It's kind of difficult on Conemac and Craig to have to repel every challenge every 20 seconds. You see that gen clock there, and here comes Stacey Blitsch. Hard to recognize her in her Quakes uniform. She hasn't worn that thing in a couple of years. She goes right after Weintraub. And Conemac and Craig do battle. So we still have four out there. Doing a good job so far, I'll tell you. And now the Golden Girl's going to get involved. Oh, she's out. She's skating through the infield.
I don't know. I don't think Sean Coleman saw it. She's out there thinking she's okay. These girls are just going at it tooth and nail. Laura Weintraub's left the track in the hands of Stacey Blitsch. Oh, this is just carnage. Things just got worse because Denise Loden just entered going the opposite direction. That could be no good for anybody.
That's like driving the wrong way on the freeway. Francis just kept herself in. Conemac's out. You see her there in the infield. Now they're trying to dump Amy Craig off the track, but she got away from Stacey Blitsch. Loden's going to go over and finish that job, I think. She just hit Blitsch, who didn't even feel it. Now here comes Shay Brown into the battle. Another 2 seconds left in this particular jam clock. How many we got left out there?
Oh, no, the Hellcat brings a garbage can lid. That's all we need is weaponry.
Oh, my goodness. She knocked Shay Brown down, not off the track yet. So Shay's still alive until now. She's been pushed off by Loden. That means the Hellcat and Denise Loden, oh, are they ever going at it? On the other side, Francis goes over the rail, but so does Blitsch.
And since the last girl, Leather Gunnin, has just entered, they just keep coming, but that's it. And both of those that you just saw, Blitsch and Francis, are out because they're off. And there's three left, Rory. It's going to come down to these three.
We started with three, we're left with three, and now we're left with two because Leather Gunnin's off the track. So it's down to these two very tough women. Telisa Miller, the Hellcat. Oh, and Denise Loden, who just about broke her knees right there.
Both good?
Oh, the Hellcat's going through her Hellcat routine, and she forgot about Loden coming up behind her. Now Denise holds her down. If she can get her off that track and stay on herself, she'll win this thing. Clawing. She's using her cat claws.
Well, Denise Loden better be careful.
She did it. She got her off. She got her off. She won it.
Loden's the winner. Loden.
Denise Loden won it. She pushed the Hellcat off the track. Uh-oh. Now, the ice water. Oh, man. Cats hate water. You know that, don't you?
Well, you know the Hellcat hates water.
Oh, she is soaked to the bone, and she didn't even win for all her trouble. Denise Loden wins the Women's Demolition Derby 2000. The men are next. Rory Marcus, Lee Hawk Rearman back here at Roller Jam Arena. Demolition Derby 2000 for the women came down to a final two combatants. Denise Loden and Telisa, the Hellcat Miller. And in the end, those claws couldn't keep the Hellcat on the track, as Loden was able to pull her off and win this thing. And right now, both of these last two combatants are standing by with Broadway Danny Wolf.
Thank you, Rory. Congratulations, Denise. You won our first ever women's demolition derby.
First of all, Danny,
No, Danny, say it with me. Look in my eyes, Danny. I won the Hellcat.
I won the...
Oh! I want his job.
Now look who's going to give him a little treatment.
Frying pan to the fire.
Get up, Wolf. Don't be a boob. I know you people out there, you're saying there's that loudmouth D'Amato. with one more big announcement. Well, you know what? You're right, because I got a big announcement. You know, I hit Atkinson with that ATV. I did it, and I'm going to take responsibility, and I'm going to suffer any consequences that may come from it. But you know what? I'm here to talk about a man who didn't take responsibility. Someone who showed preferential treatment to one son and not the other. Yes, you know what? Sean Atkinson is Buddy Atkinson's son. But you know what? So am I.
What? What are you saying, Mark D'Amato? What are you saying?
That's right. I've lived with this for all my life, and that's why I'm the way I am. I'm angry.
You're not Buddy Atkinson Jr. son. What are you saying? You're Sean's brother? Come on, D'Amato, you insane?
That's exactly what I'm saying. I am Sean Atkinson's half-brother.
Oh, my God! I can't believe Mark D'Amato telling us he is actually the Architect's half-brother. This is unbelievable. I knew you'd be coming out here if you heard these allegations.
What the hell are you talking about? Brother, look at you. Look at me. You have no hair on the top of your head. Your eyes are like coal. I got baby blues. Oh, my God. You saying my dad cheated? My mama cheated? Well, here's what I got.
I can't believe what we're witnessing.
Oh, man, I don't know. I don't know what to say, Rory. I'm never speechless.
What does D'Amato have in that bald head of his? What's he thinking about? Could it possibly be true that Buddy Atkinson fathered both of these men? Oh, my God. We'll be back. Ryan Gamble is on the track. He'll be one of many, many men's participants. Oh, look at this guy. There's going to be 17 total. The Big Nasty obviously is one of them, Tim Washington. Mo Sanders. We're going to start with 4 instead of the 3 the women started with. And the same thing, every 20 seconds, somebody else will be on that track. Who's the 4th? Rusty Montgomery of the Florida Sundogs. He'll have to, at least for now, forget about what Kenneth Loge taught him, which was to skate clean, because there's no rules in this thing.
Well, he'll probably have to remember what Leonard Loge has taught him now that they've taken the gloves off of this new Sundog attitude of fight fire with fire. Couldn't have come at a better time for Rusty Montgomery as he goes into this winner-take-all Demolition Derby.
I don't know how you can tell those two Loges apart, or why you'd even bother to try. Now here we go. These 4 guys are going at it, and the last man standing wins, but there's going to be a lot more than just these 2. In fact, Rusty Montgomery's already done. Oh, and they're trying to get rid of the Big Nasty. Oh, did he ever throw Gamble aside like he was nothing? Now you see down there in the corner of your screen, Big Sean Davidson. And the Big Nasty just saw him and said, come on, look out. Oh, what a collision.
Rory, I hate to say it, but Sean Davidson might have got the better of Big Nasty on that one.
Big Nasty's hurting.
No! That's Leonard Loge.
It sure is.
Oh, no!
In his safari outfit. Oh, he gets knocked off his feet by the slave. The love slave. Whoever the heck that is underneath there. Loge's already out. Leonard Loge.
Are you sure it's not Mark D'Amato?
I don't know who the heck it is. I don't think it's D'Amato. Doesn't matter now because he's done. Sean Davidson took care of that. Here's another guy that has no chance. Scott Smith. See? What did I tell you? Davidson and Washington are the 2 biggest guys in the league. They just collided with one another. It looks like they might be setting up to do it again. Meanwhile, all together. The Big Nasty's a little bigger and a little nastier. Jason McDaniel's going to take off running. He stayed on. Oh, my gosh. Washington is knocked out by the Ack-Attack. If you just found out D'Amato was your brother, that's what happens to you. Oh, God. They're not pulling any punches in this one, are they? McDaniel and Atkinson are out there, and they're going to collide again. They're on a collision course.
Oh! This is just never ending, Rory.
How can Atkinson have any ribs left? Here comes Weber. Weber and McDaniel are going to help each other, at least for the moment, work on the Ack attack. How in the world is Sean staying on that track?
Oh, here comes his teammate to the rescue, Aaron Slopey.
Slopey just flew out of the clouds to knock Weber down. All four of them managed not to slide into the infield. Ooh, Atkinson just tripped him up. He's going to try and pull him off the track. Did he do it? Yes, he did. Weber's gone. And McDaniel just threw Slopey down the ramp.
And here comes Kenneth Loge in his little military helmet, Rory.
What business does he have out there? Oh!
This just gets more bizarre with every passing moment, and it isn't subsiding one bit.
Kenneth Loge has never done anything against the rules in his life, but he better run for his life now because D'Amato's out there. Loge has an Army helmet on, and D'Amato's just waiting. Loge threw his Army helmet off. He's out of his mind. He's battling to stay on that track. Give him credit. He's fighting D'Amato. Here comes the Schalin machine. Right now there are 5 left on the track.
And D'Amato is just destroying Kenneth Loge, and he is out at the hands of Mark D'Amato as Kenneth Loge. Both Loge brothers are gone. Big Tim Washington's gone. And the Straighten the World Skating League is emerging as all that's left, Rory.
Ray Robles going after Schalin.
And Captain America, he's the last one to enter, Rory.
Bill Barker is the last contestant, so one of these guys is going to win this thing. Schalin and Weber go at each other against the rail. Both manage to stay on. D'Amato just dropped Barker. Atkinson's still there. He picks Barker up.
Oh, man, Captain America's gone.
The back attack took care of him. Robles and Weber collide. Robles goes down. He's still on the track. He's going to get pushed off. That leaves Pasi, Schalin, Mark Weber, Sean Atkinson, and his half-brother, Mark D'Amato.
Sean better be careful. They're both out, Rory. I don't know if Atkinson cares, though.
He doesn't. That's for his mama's honor. Now on the other end, who's going to stay on the track? Pasi, Schalin, can he do it? So far, yes.
These are the last 2.
Who's going to make it? I'm going to bet on Pasi Schalin. That guy is tough. He's strong.
I don't know, Rory. I might have to go with Weber because Schalin is going to start to pose for the crowd. He doesn't have his mind into it, but Weber starts to take his clothes off.
This is going to be a gargantuan collision.
Oh, Pasi Schalin wins. You were right. I lose.
He did it. Pasi, the Schalin machine. There's how it ended. Up, over, and out. See you later, Mark Weber, and we'll see you later.